Hi everyone, we are group 3. Today our topic is Unit 9 Convention Planning. Okay, let's get started. Let's take a look. And here are our group members. We have Chao Ting, and I'm Wensheng, and we have Jiaqi, Dai Wei, Juntang, and Yiting. And next is here our contents preview. As you can see, Yiting is going to talk about the warming up on page 62. And Dai Wei will talk about the vocabulary. And Dai Wei and I will demonstrate a conversation about the scenario 1 on page 62 to 63. Then Yiting will talk about the preposition exercise. And next, Chaoting, she will talk about the activity 1. And Juntang will be in charge of the high and low contact culture. And Jiaqi, she will talk about the discussion question and conclusion. And next, Chaoting will talk about the references. And Yiting, she will talk about the inside story. Then come back to me. I will talk about the job assignment. And then we have break time. And all of my classmates will share their comments, and all of my teammates, we will choose the best commentators. Then we will share our feedback to the audience. And next, I will give a floor to Yiting. She will talk about the warming up.
Hello, I'm Yiting, and I'm going to talk about warming up on page 62. And there are 3 questions for this session. The first one is, what is a convention? Conventions are usually arranged by organizations, such as clubs or trade unions. In addition, a convention can also bring together people of different backgrounds. Although they have their own strengths in career or life, they come together because of common interests and even make decisions on the proper things together. And the second one is, what is a convention for? A convention is which promotes and encourages all attendees to speak and share their ideas. And the key components of convention are discussion and participation engagement. And the last question is, what is the differences between a convention and a conference? And there are 3 points. A conference is a very formal meeting, and the participants are basically dressed in formal attire. In a convention, the atmosphere is relatively relaxed and pleasant. Next, when participating in a convention, all participants are allowed to discuss and share their own ideas. While in a conference, most speakers convey their ideas to the audience. And the last point is, by sharing their own experience and ideas, they can discuss, collide with new ideas, and learn new knowledge from each other at the convention. And the conference provides a way for participants to learn from the speech topics of experts or leaders. And next, I will give the floor to Dai Wei.
Okay, thanks to Yiting. Good afternoon, I'm Dai Wei. Before we move on to scenario 1, I want to talk about some vocabularies first. And the first one is convention.
Convention.
It means a way in which something is usually done, especially within a particular area or activity. Behavior that is considered acceptable or polite to most members of society. And please repeat after me. She has more than 10 years of experience in organizing international conventions.
She has more than 10 years of experience in organizing international conventions.
Okay, next. Productive. It means producing or able to produce large amounts of goods, crops, or other commodities relating to or engage in the production of goods, crops, or other commodities. Please repeat after me. Maybe I'm just not productive enough.
Maybe I'm just not productive enough.
Okay, next one is assistance. It means the action of helping someone with a job or task, the provision of money, resources, or information to help someone. Please repeat after me. I'm in desperate need of professional assistance.
I'm in desperate need of professional assistance.
Okay, next one is concrete. It means existing in a material or physical form, not abstract, specific, definite. Please repeat after me. You've always been the one who brings forward creative ideas for our team and knows how to get those ideas transformed into more concrete ones.
You've always been the one who brings forward creative ideas for our team and knows how to get those ideas transformed into more concrete ones.
Okay, next one is compliment. It means a polite expression of praise or admiration, an act or circumstance that implies praise or respect. And please repeat after me. Thanks for your compliment.
Thanks for your compliment.
Okay, next one is misery. It means a state or feeling of great physical or mental distress or discomfort, a cause or source of great distress or discomfort. Please repeat after me. I think she's the one who can help you put your misery behind you.
I think you're the one who can help you put your misery behind you.
Okay, next one. Magnificent.
Magnificent.
It means extremely beautiful, elaborate, or impressive. Very good, excellent. Please repeat after me. What's a magnificent idea?
What a magnificent idea.
Okay, the last one is rescue.
Rescue.
It means an act of saving or being saved from danger or difficulty, denoting or relating to a domestic animal that has been removed from a situation of abuse or neglect by a welfare organization. Please repeat after me. I'm sure she'll come to your rescue.
I'm sure she will come to your rescue.
Okay, next, I'll give the floor to Wenshen and I.
Okay, hello Fiona.
Hello, what have you been up to?
Ellen would like me to organize an international retailer convention. So in the past few weeks, I've been trying to collect relevant information on the internet in order to put my proposal together. It's been 3 weeks, but there's not much that's been done. I'm afraid that I may not be able to get the proposal finished in time. Maybe I'm just not productive enough.
Cheer up, we all get stuck and run out of ideas sometimes. It's just like a writer suffering from writer's block. Maybe you've been under too much pressure. You need to loosen up a bit. Try some relaxation exercises, or just step out of your office and get some fresh air to refresh your mind.
I've tried all the things you just mentioned, but I still haven't got a clue where to start. I'm in desperate need of professional assistance. Would you like me to give me a hand?
I'd love to, if I'm any good.
Of course, you're good. You've always been the one who brings forward creative ideas for our team and knows how to get those ideas transformed into more concrete ones.
Thanks for your compliment. Well, I might have plenty of ideas, but I'm not sure how many of them are truly useful or valuable. Have you asked Jenny for help yet? She has more than 10 years of experience in organizing international conventions. I think she's the one who can help you put your misery behind you.
You're right. I almost forgot Jenny's expertise lies in convention and events planning. What a magnificent idea. You're a genius. I should give Jenny a ring right now.
Maybe you should. I'm sure she'll come to your rescue. Good luck.
Thanks a lot. Oh my god, it's almost 10 o'clock. I have a meeting with Ellen at 10. I've got to dash. See you later.
See you.
Then she will give a floor to E.T.
Hello, I'm Etin, and I'm going to talk about preposition exercise. And if you know the answer, please raise your hand and I will give you a reward. And number one is, I've been trying to collect relevant information, the internet, in order to put my proposal together. And the answer is and please repeat after me. I've been trying to collect relevant information on the internet in order to put my proposal together.
I've been trying to collect relevant
number 2 is I'm afraid that I may not be able to get a proposal finished time. And the answer is in. Please repeat after me. I'm afraid that I may not be able to get a proposal finished in time. And number 3, maybe you've been too much pressure. Yes, the answer is under. Please repeat after me. Maybe you've been under too much pressure. Number 4, or just step off your office and get some fresh air to refresh your mind.
Out.
Yes, the answer is out. Please repeat after me, or just step out of your office and get some fresh air to refresh your mind. And number 5, I'm desperate need of professional assistance. And the answer is in. I'm in desperate need of professional assistance.
I'm in desperate need of professional assistance.
And number 6, and knows how to get those ideas transformed more concretely. Yes, the answer is in. And please repeat after me. And knows how to get those ideas transformed into more concrete way.
And knows how to get those ideas transformed into more concrete way.
And number 7, have you asked Jenny help yet? And the answer is 4. Please repeat after me. Have you asked Jenny for help yet?
Have you asked Jenny for help yet?
And number 8.
Sorry to interrupt. We practiced the intonation last time. How do you read this question?
Have you asked Jenny for help yet?
Try again.
Have you asked Jenny for help yet?
Have you asked Jenny for help yet?
And number 8. I think she's the one who can help you put your misery you. And the answer is behind. Please repeat after me. I think she's the one who can help you put your misery behind you.
I think she's the one who can help you put your misery behind you.
And number 9, I almost forgot Jenny's expertise lies convention and event planning. Yes, the answer is in. And please repeat after me. I almost forgot Jenny's expertise lies in convention and event planning.
I almost forgot Jenny's expertise lies in convention and event planning.
And the last one is
Sorry to interrupt. Since you're going to repeat, and this is the wrong pronunciation, could you read the word expertise?
expertise.
Juntang, how do you read this one?
Expertise.
I almost forgot Jenny's expertise lies in convention and event planning.
I almost forgot Jenny's expertise lies in convention and event planning.
And the last one is I have a meeting, Ellen, at 10. Yes, the answer is with. Please repeat after me. I have a meeting with Ellen at 10.
I have a meeting with Ellen at 10.
Next, I will give the floor to Chao Ting.
Good afternoon, I'm Chao Ting. This part is activity 1 on page 66. And now I'm going to talk about 5 features of a successful convention. The first one is location. It has to be located in a spot that is quite easy to access from all parts of the city. This will make it easier for your guests to attend the convention you organize. Next one is space. Find a meeting room which will be suitable for the type of meeting that you intend to have. And the third one is seating arrangements. The seating arrangements that are offered in the meeting venue will have to be taken into account when selecting the place. And you should get in touch with the manager of the venue before the meeting. Next one is facility. You have to check all facilities before you start the meeting. The last one is ambience. You should make sure that there is ample lighting in the meeting room, and it should not be disturbed by a noisy environment. Next, I will give the floor to Juntang.
Good afternoon, everyone. What I'd like to present to you today is high and low cultural context. The subject will be looked at under the following headings: the definition of cultural context, characteristics of high context and low context cultures, two archetypes of high context and low context cultures as examples, and lastly, a recap. First, I want to start by asking, how do you interpret this sentence? Does this mean no as a definite no? Or no as a no for now? Or as most college students will answer, it depends. Now, depending on what? Interlocutors coming from different cultural contexts hold widely divergent understanding of this sentence. And this is what cultural context is, by and large, is about. Cultural context is a concept developed by cultural anthropologist Edward Hall in his book Beyond Culture in 1976. In his model, context refers to the stimuli, environments, or ambience surrounding an event. According to Hall's context theory, different cultures have different ways of communicating and comprehending messages. Low context culture communicates explicitly, whereas high context cultures communicates explicitly. Let's start by looking at the high context culture. Some common adjectives to describe conversation under this manner of cultures are indirect, implicit, subtle, layered, and nuanced. Metaphorically speaking, a conversation with a speaker from high context culture is pretty much like peeling an onion. You have to proceed layer by layer to the very core of the message. Sometimes you might even have to be a perceptive observer because the true intent of the message lies in nonverbal cues, such as tone of voice, eye movements, how the person is gesticulating, and the expressions registered on his or her face. Now, contrary to the high context, communication under low context culture is relatively concise, straightforward, implicit, simple, and clear. Shortly speaking, what you see is what you get. The true intent of the message lies in the literal meaning of words, and there is no prevarication, no wishy-washy answers. If I want you to write in pencil, I'll tell you word by word, verbatim, write in pencil. Now, here's an example of the US and Taiwan. How would an American and a Taiwanese interpret this sentence, 先不要? Logically speaking, an American might take this as a no for now. So there is still possibility, just not at the present moment. However, a Taiwanese might further read this as a definite no. And this interpretation comes down to how the person says it, tone, facial expressions, and this and that. So to recap, a cultural context was first developed by cultural anthropologist Edward Hall, and it is categorized into high context culture and low context culture. According to Hall's context theory, different cultures have different ways of communicating. Also, individuals' background affects how well they are capable of comprehending messages. And from today's example, the US and Taiwan, both cultures are diverse in terms of the communication style, use of verbal and non-verbal approach. This is all I have for today. Thank you. I will give the floor to Jiaqi.
afternoon, I'm Jiaqi. So for today, I'll talk about the discussion questions. There are 4 questions. Let's get into it. The first one, have you ever organized a convention? So my answer is no, but if I had a chance, I'll be happy to. Okay, next. Question 2, what things do you think should be taken into account when organizing a convention? For me, there are 3 points. Point 1, formulate goal and strategy. Every aspect of the convention should be reflected and work toward to your automated goal. Second, select the venue. Unless you are holding an online convention, choosing a right venue can make or break the experience. Finally, the speakers. Securing the right speakers can often boost for your event. Next, question 3. How important do you think teamwork is when planning a convention? So for me, whether you are having a large or a small convention, having a well-selected team is important to allocation of tasks and responsibility to make the organization of the event less stressful. Finally, give examples of what can go wrong when organizers do not engage in close teamwork. So my answer is, if the organizers treat their team members in careless way, it will lead to communication stop, suspicion rises, and innovation is next to impossible. Next, conclusion. So for today, we will talk about the warming up on page 62 and scenario 1 on page 62 and 63. Next is activity 1 on page 66. Finally is discussion questions on page 65. Next, I will give the floor to Qiaoting.
Hi, I'm Qiaoting. This is our references. In vocabulary part, we use Yahoo Dictionary. And this is the reference of activity 1. And we got some information from this website in high and low context culture. Next, I will give the floor to Yiting.
And hello, I'm Yiting. I'm going to talk about inside.
Slow down, please.
I'm going to talk about inside story. And our first meeting was at February 20 at our line group. Attendees are all our members. Our purpose were to have content preview, general discussion, and experience sharing. And our first discussion was at February 25th at our line group, and attendees are all our members. Our purpose was to have job assignment. And our second meeting was at March 1st at Starbucks. Attendees are 4 of us, 2 of our members are absent. And our purpose was to have general discussion, mainly discussion of high and low context. And our first rehearsal was at March 6th at 3409. Attendees are all our members. And our second rehearsal was at March 9th at 3505. Attendees are all our members. And our final rehearsal was today at 3504. Attendees are all our members. Next, I will give the floor to Winston.
Okay, back to me. I'm Winston again. And let's take a look at our job assignment. Okay, as you can see, Yiting's part she has done the warming up, preposition exercise, inside story, and feedback. Dai Wei was in charge of the vocabulary and scenario 1 and feedback. Next is me, and I've done the scenario 1 and job assignment. and feedback. Next, Xiaoting. She has done the activity 1 and references and feedback. And Jintang was in charge of the high and low content culture. And then all of my teammates, we will choose the best commentators. And we also done the feedback. And next is Jiaqi. She will talk about the discussion. She's done discussion question, conclusion, and feedback. And then let's take a break time. I will give the floor to Jintang, and he will host the break time.
We will have 10 minutes recess section, and it's 3:50 right now, so 10 minutes, it would be 4. And when we 20 minutes? 20 minutes break time. And when we come back, we will start from group 7's comments. Thank you.
Yes.